Good morning, children. In the last class, you have learnt about the two types of motions of the earth, that is, rotation and revolution. And we studied rotation in detail. Today, let us study about revolution. Revolution of the earth. The motion of the earth around the sun in a fixed path or orbit is called revolution. What is revolution? The motion or the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path or orbit is called revolution. And the earth takes 365 days and 6 hours to complete one revolution. Earth takes 365 days and 6 hours to revolve around the sun. We call it as 1 year. We consider 365 days for 1 year and ignore 6 hours. Then what happens to these 6 hours? Let us see. But these 6 hours saved every year are added to make one day, 24 hours over a span of 4 years. This surplus day is added to the month of February. You know, usually February is having only 28 days. So, in every fourth year, February is of 29 days instead of 28 days. How do you know how we got that 1 day extra? Yes, every year 6 hours is added, and in fourth year we add all those 6 hours to get 1 day or 24 hours. That 24 hours is added to the month of February. So, in February, once in 4 years, February is of 29 days instead of 28 days. Such a year with 366 days is called a leap year. So, in that year, total number of days is 366 days. That year is known as leap year. So, you understood what is a leap year? Every fourth year, February is of 29 days instead of 28 days. Such a year with 366 days is called a leap year. So, you understood what is revolution? The revolution is the movement of the earth around the sun in a fixed path or orbit is called revolution. Now let us say revolution of the earth and seasons. Because of the revolution of the earth, we experience different seasons. Because of the rotation of the earth, we experience day and night. But because of the revolution of the earth, we experience different seasons. Let us see. From the next figure, it is clear that the earth is going around the sun in an elliptical orbit, and throughout its orbit the earth is inclined in the same direction. Because of the revolution of the earth, we experience different seasons. A year is usually divided into summer, winter, spring and autumn seasons. So, which are the four important seasons of a year? Summer, winter, spring and autumn seasons. Seasons change due to the change in the position of the earth around the sun. How seasons are changing? Because of the change in the position of the earth around the sun. So, we are experiencing different seasons. Let us see the four important positions of the earth with respect to its revolution around the sun. From this figure, it is clear that the earth is going around the sun in an elliptical orbit, and throughout its orbit the earth is inclined in the same direction. That is the most important thing. Throughout its orbit the earth is inclined in the same direction, and because of that inclination, you see, the earth is not receiving the same amount of sunlight from the sun. In different position, sometimes the northern hemisphere receives more sunlight, or sometimes the southern hemisphere receives more sunlight. Sometimes equal amount of sunlight is receiving by both northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. It's all because of the inclination of the earth, and throughout the orbit you can see the earth is inclined in the same direction. That direction is not changed in any position. And seasonal changes are caused by the tilting of the earth and its revolution around the sun. We experience different seasons because of the two reasons. One is the tiltness of the earth and its revolution around the sun. Seasonal changes are caused because of tiltness of the earth and its revolution around the sun. This bring about the variations in the lengths of day and night. You know, in different seasons we can experience the difference in the length of the day and night. For example, in summer season we experience lengthier day, isn't it? Or in the winter season we experience short days and longer nights. It is opposite in the summer seasons. We experience longer days and short nights, isn't it? Here we can see the Earth's tilted axis and the seasonal changes. The angle of tiltness of the Earth's axis is 23.5 degree. What is the angle of tiltness of the Earth's axis? It is 23.5 degree. And this Earth is always inclined in the same position throughout its orbit. Again you can see, once again let us see the different positions of the earth around the sun and different seasons experiencing in the earth. But the important thing you have to notice that in every position earth is inclined in the same direction. That is the most important thing. The earth is inclined in the same direction throughout the orbit. Throughout the revolution we can see the earth is inclined in the same direction. And because of this inclination and the revolution we experience different seasons. The four major seasons are summer, winter, autumn and spring. I hope you understood. Now try to answer these questions. What is revolution? How seasons are caused? What is the angle of tiltness of the earth's axis? Name 4 seasons. Read the lesson and find out the answers. Learn and come tomorrow. Thank you.